Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of what I am doing for next year. So I'm working on uploading part 1, and this is a part 1.0, which is just a short because the video cut it off like 27 minutes instead of 30 minutes, which I'll try to look and see if I can fix that to make it last longer than just that long. But, yeah. That's right. So, last time I ended off with Chapter 5, I was telling you I was working on, by Christmas, there was going to be a 9th Let's Play of Fortnite. And, when you see that short, or the video, whatever. The short is like a 32 seconds of extra thing that I said but got cut off because of a time limit. I gotta find a way to fix that. But, anyways. So, like I said, in the short, once it's uploaded. But first, watch the video, then the short, because they make more sense. And like I said, I told you in the first video, my main channel and this channel, the gaming channel. What I was looking at in the last video, I almost, until I realized in a few seconds, that I was uploading it to my main channel and not this channel. And what I'm talking about the Q&A is in the first video, once it's uploaded, is I will have a Q&A on the main channel, which is called Brian Kudude is 18, and I explained that last year I changed it because before it was Brian Kudude is 17, but again, that was 2 years ago when I changed it. And I left it as Brian Kudude is 18 because at that time when I did change it, of course, I was that age. Never got around to changing it, and I explained to you, I got so many Gmails and stuff, and one of the Gmail is Brian Kudude is 19. Because I was thinking of changing that, like not having that, but I made it because, just to have, just in case, So, yeah. So now that we got that covered, let's go with Chapter 6, which is and this one is a good one. It falls, I don't know, it falls there for a minute. Is how I got my topics, my ideas, and how I make them my own. So, starting is, where did I get my ideas at? So, during school, when I was in school, I think a few months ago, no, actually a year until May of this year, sometime at lunch, I would have my computer on me, or my tablet, whatever it was, and I would come up with ideas on what to make. And there was one idea which it was going to be, I think, on my main channel or this channel. Yeah, my main channel. It was going to be, at the time before I had this channel, it was going to be, when did you get your first ear pierce, or like metal on your body? And I never came up with that idea because I just thought maybe, one, I would have been too nosy, and two, I just don't know how, that idea will work. But I am planning, also on that main channel, is I am going to explain, I am going to do a live stream on that channel or something, of unwrapping Christmas presents. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like a terrible idea, but it might work. So that's going to be an idea on the main channel, which is going to be like a live stream of me open presents, I'll show you, So, yeah. So that's going to be a cool live stream, if I do it. I might make a video, but I'm thinking of making a live stream for Christmas of 2025, and then I might also make a live stream of New Year's on that main channel, but when I'm home. Because I'll be home for New Year's Eve, so might make a live stream, we chat, we have a talk, see how each other's doing, ask me some questions. So that might be a good idea. It might be an idea. So there's already 2 live streams for my main channel, which I said a few minutes ago was Brian Cool Dude is 18 because I explained to you a lot. So again, I also explained it in the first video too, part 1. So if you confused, just watch that. So, but mostly when I was in school, for that main channel, and then we go talk about this one, I would write down or type on my tablet or computer or phone ideas to make for videos. And then, I also come ideas of my own, which was a original video from my other channel. So the video that you're seeing, I said I was reviewing my games, movies, and CDs. I made it on this channel because it came up with an idea, right? Because with all these movies and games I had, I thought I could show you, the games I have, and, and I send a comment. Leave a comment below, if you had these games, you ever played these games, movies, or listened to these CDs. I don't know if anyone comment. I haven't checked on this channel, on my main channel, I mean. Was it on this channel? Honestly, yeah, I think it was. On my main channel, where I came up with the idea of that. Hold on. If you see me looking up, because I'm looking at my PlayStation, because I got YouTube on it right now, and I'm switching between the 2 channels to help me explain how I came up with these ideas. And where the video came from. Yep, it was on my main channel 4 weeks ago. But yeah. And then after them 2 videos, if you're confused by why I was talking about the games, if you watch this video after the first part in the short, then watch this one, 8 minutes in, or I think before or 7 or 8 minutes in, I explained to you what that idea was. So anyways, on the main channel, I made 2 parts of movies, CDs, and video games I had. The first part did well. The second part didn't do so well. Should have just made 1 video, but hey, you do what you do. So now that we cover that, how did you get the topic? So, after making the video, I wanted to make it have like a catchy title. That way it would draw more people, draw more audience to watch it, make it real more people would want to watch the video. Because I don't want to make it a boring title or just something that makes no sense or a long one. Because what I learned from looking at what videos, the longer or shorter the title is, or if it's just some random title, the less views you're going to get. But the more catchy and the more long and or short it is, the more views you do get. So that way with ideas, or titles, I wanted it to sound like catchy and can like roll off your tongue, and that way you have to try to pronounce it and it make no sense. So I want to make it really easier for you guys as your audience, like you guys, to use, so you can read it easier instead of trying to figure out what any of this means. What was the third topic thing? Oh, what made you do these videos? So I ask myself this every day. Why do I make videos? I mean, yeah, of course, I love making a fool of myself in front of billions of people to even laugh or be nice at. Even my parents watch them videos and they think it's funny. All the time they think it's not, or they're just confused when I'm doing it. And the idea of making these videos was to make it where it sound original. That's part of it. Because I don't want to be one of them copycats that just take a bunch of billion videos and use theirs and my own. And I made a TikTok on that too. And the TikTok for it is Brian Cool Dude is 18. Again, I had it a year. No, Brian Cool Dude is 19. That's what it is. I changed it November 7th. I changed that. I was going to make a video that day, but I never decided to because I didn't want to, make a video. I just wanted to relax. But yeah, that day. So it is called Brian Cool Dude is 19. It's on TikTok. If you type it in, it's all together. Brian Cool Dude 19. One of my videos, I'm talking about, I don't remember which one. One like the newest one. I'm talking about how isn't me or am I the only one that realized that people copying? A bunch of people agreed. So, and the point of me making these videos is not stealing a bunch of videos. Yeah, of course, everyone play a bunch of these ID games, but if I want to make videos about games, I can't just say the same thing that they said. I gotta make it seem like it was my idea, my own words, my own title, my own description on it. Because there were billions of people, or a bunch of YouTubers, that just copy one another. You take a original Minecraft video, and by 5 or 4 weeks, there are 20 billion or more of the same topic, different YouTuber, but close enough. And what I like to do is try to make videos seem original. Yeah, of course, someone probably already made a video about talking about this or this or this. But one thing that I do different is my thumbnails are just a picture of me. They ain't have been edited in editing software or anything. It's just me and a picture of whatever room I'm in. Classic, it's simple. It doesn't take any idea. Because for a few of my videos, the 2 videos I made 4 weeks ago are just the same video, same title, picture, but 2 different parts. Close, almost the same thing, but not exactly. I have a feeling maybe they are. Don't know. But yeah. So I try to make my own original ideas and not stealing it from anyone. Yeah, we did. Chapter 6 was original. Yeah. Might have to retrack, but Chapter 7. Is it easy making videos when you have an idea or not? So, a bunch of people, so anytime I see a video, I always wonder, is it really easy for them to make a video? I mean, because you got to think about it. You got to go on editing platform. You got to cut out all the violence and swearing and people in the background and a bunch of stuff. Because you can get copyrighted because, you don't want to get in trouble by the YouTube because there's blood in your video. There's some cussing, someone discussing in your videos. Or there's people talking in the videos. You don't want to do that. And to answer this question that I've been always trying to figure out, no, it's not easy for me to make videos. And this is why. So, this actually going into what I'm talking about. So 4 months ago, I made a video talking about, the series. And I was explaining I don't want to force people in videos that they don't want to be into. And here's why. I just think it's kind of, just rude to force someone in. And now to get on the topic, it's kind of hard to make videos because of these issues. And let me know if you agree with these. One, the location you're at. So if you ever make a video, there's a few things that I learned. You don't want to have someone else, someone else walking in your background. You don't want noise in your background. And you just don't want it to be where there's too much noise. 2, where is a good place to make videos? Now, a lot of people make videos either at home or in public. Me, I try to do it somewhere I know where I'm safe at. Either here or at my grandparents. Because I want to make it where, if I make a video, I want no one else talking while I'm making this video. I don't want to pick up something else. Step 3. What is a good time to make videos? So, the best way I think about this is pick a time out the day when you're making a video and let, whoever say, hey, at this certain time, I'm making a video. Could you please, give it down or try not to scream too much so I can work on it? Because you want it where, 1, it's the right time. 2, no one is going to be noisy. And 3, where it's only your voice echoing. And there's a lot of problems at the time when trying to make a video on my original channel. Because either I had a TV running, someone talking to me when I'm trying to make a video, or just random stuff. And I feel like that is a distraction. 4. Is there a when info what was it before? Where can I do this and how should I do? So if we go back to number 3 where I said places, number 2 and number 3 where I said where are good places to do it. Because you don't want to do it at a school during lunchtime because you'll be way too noisy, or you're doing schoolwork. You don't want to do it at a theme park because there are people screaming. You can't do it outside because either someone's mowing, there's driving, someone's screaming for neighbor attention, or there's crying. And the best way to find this is what I learned, and maybe I'm wrong with this. Find a place where no one is going to hear you and where you can be alone without someone barging in every 5, 10, 15 minutes asking you or telling you this and this and this, and then you gotta stop what you're doing just to answer them. This is going to be a short video. So, to answer your question, no. We got famous chapters due. 8. Is it wrong to post videos where you don't have permission? Now I always have this big question in my head. Where is it okay to post videos if you don't have permission? No, it's not. And this is why. Public property. So, a private property. And public. So, what's the difference between public and private property? And the Lord have mercy, I think 5 different. Public. So, the 5 difference is school, work, a store, outside, or in a living room, or school, work, a store, a pharmacy, or a park. Them are public places. And sometimes you gotta always make sure, if it's okay with the people who are there, hey, can I post a video? Is it gonna be a big deal? Should I not do this or not? So what's different with private property? So private property is basically, if you own a property, it's yours. And there's 5 difference. Where can you do it? Now, one place I think you should never do it is record in the bathroom. Parents' room don't. Living room might be a little tricky because someone trying to watch TV. Kitchen, just everyone eating, yelling, talking. And in your bedroom. The best place to do it is in your bedroom with your door closed. That way you can make the video. Oh, make sure to have the window too so no one is yelling your name in the middle of a video. I had that like a lot of time where I'll be in the middle of a video and a bunch of people yelling my name, asking me to grab or hitting me this, and it's kind of really hard. So, if I have to pick what's the difference, 2 of them is where you can do that. Now, you could do it at a school, and this is how. If you're doing like a project, you know, like you're a YouTuber, and you ask, hey, teach, for a project, could I make a video, you know, come on YouTube, I'll show you, and then I'll submit it. That would be okay. Because you just don't want to do it without permission. 9. What is a good video to talk about? So, I've been thinking about this too. And I think everyone who's a YouTuber or not, or film actor or whatever, what is good movies, film, or videos to make? Film and movies the same. What are good film and movies and music videos to make? See, you gotta figure out what are the most popular topic of the week. Because if you're talking about something that was popular maybe a month or a week ago, some people are going not to watch it because they already know it's a big thing. So, like what I said, like Christmas, I'm doing a Fortnite video. That's that week. And the live stream, that's that week. It's both about Christmas and it's a popular topic. So what is not a popular topic? So let's say you're talking about the Minecraft movie or some movie that was popular a year or months ago. Some people are going to be like, okay, yeah, I already seen this topic. Thanks for the point. Or they'll be like, okay, so whatever. And that's been really something. Chapter 10. The last chapter. I won't even draw. How can I make my videos better? So, I actually got a bunch of tips by my friends when I was in school. And it was always find something that everyone is going to watch, and state out facts or something that people will agree with your generation. Now, the way I figure that is like each maybe 5 or 10 minutes in the video, talk about something that is still around that circle on that topic. Because you just don't want to make something that ain't around that topic. You want people to be drawn in, not drawn out. So, them all the 5 chapters. 5 more chapters for part 3. So, I'm going to end it here, and as always, thank you, and adios.